you are new here, my name is Shay and this is my channel, A Book Affair. So, today you guys, we're doing a thing. I can't wait. Okay, so, come a little closer. Just a tad bit. This is my first book haul. Yes, this is my first book haul on this channel. Can you guys believe it? I can't believe it. Okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do this thing. Anyway, I have a few books. We're gonna go ahead and open up the packages. I'm gonna show you guys what the books are, you know, all those good things. And yeah, so we'll just go ahead and jump right into the video. So I have 3 packages. One, and then I have this one. This is a book of the month. And then this one. So these are these two are actually Pango orders. Okay, so lovely Pango orders. And then this solo one is actually my book of the month pick. So I'll just share that one with you guys. I'll go ahead and most likely just jump into the Pango orders first. Let's go ahead and open up the packages. All right. So now this is not my first time ordering from Pango. I actually ordered from Pango, perhaps we'll say maybe a month ago. Well, I think maybe in September. Yes. I decided to go on Pango because I heard of Pango from Danny Reed's. I will put her YouTube channel right here. So I learned about Pango from her. I decided to go on there to find a reasonably priced 4th wing. So I keep looking over here because again, my fiction book case is this way, a 4th wing copy. So I went on Pango to get a reasonably priced 4th wing copy. There we go, tongue twister. And so I decided, like, okay, instead of ordering from the book outlet, because it does take forever, and again, a package got lost before, so I'm a bit traumatized. I've just now been going on Pango. So far so good. I've had a really good experience with Pango, and so, you know, might as well just keep getting books from them if I do find any that I want that are reasonably priced. Anyway, back to the book haul. All right, so opening up my first package. Oh, I love it. She gave me stickers, so I actually got this. Her name is Pam. Pam, this is so sweet. I got stickers. Look at that. Ah, so cute. And I can put these on my TBR card. Yes, absolutely. Look at that. So cute. Oh, thank you so much, Pam. Pam's order got here super fast too, which I love. Oh my gosh, coffee and books. Can I go wrong? And lastly, look at this. So cute. So cute. So this is my very first Pango order of this for this book haul. So I'm going to place these right here on my desk. And so I actually got, you guys, I decided to get Divine Rivals and Ruthless Vows. Oh my gosh. I am so excited. Ooh, bubble wrap. Bubble wrap break. Enough of that. So, Divine Rivals, and of course, I couldn't get one without the other, right? Like, it would not have felt right for me to do personally. So I had to get both of them. And what I most like about Pango is, of course, they have a plethora of whatever books you are looking for, at least for me. So when I do my searches, there are obviously many sellers selling these books, right? With a few of them, you know, the prices vary. But normally I find them very reasonable. And so what I most like about it is I can actually see what the pages look like. So like I said, my last order from Book Outlet, like the pages were literally visibly, I don't want to say destroyed, but destroyed for lack of better words. They were not cute. And again, it was like someone took scissors and like cut, because it was a hardback, right? Like cut through the dust cover. And so I didn't like that. I did not like that. And so that's what I also like about Pangos, because I can actually choose and inspect the book a little further before I commit to buying it. So anyway, back to the haul. So I did get Divine Rivals, which is the first book, and of course Ruthless Vows, which is the second, and I believe the very last book. And so a lot of people rave about the first one. I have actually recently run across a review where someone actually did not like Ruthless Vows as much as they enjoyed Divine Rivals. But even with that, I decided to get both because, again, for one, I love the covers and just the story that I've heard from the reviews I've seen of it. I was like, okay, this is a story I definitely want to kind of like get lost in. I'm actually just going to read the top right quick, because I feel like Divine Rivals duology is a story that most booktubers know. So it just says, when two young rival journalists find love through a magical connection, they must face the depths of hell in a war between gods to seal their fate forever. Oh, that was captivating. That drew me in. I don't know about you. So that is Divine Rivals, and let's see if it has a quick blurb for Ruthless Vows. It says, will their love end the war or break the world? Okay. And then at the very bottom, it says, filled with romance, longing, and a race to save each other and those they care about, Ruthless Vows is the epic conclusion to Divine Rivals and Iris and Roman's breathtaking love story. So I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. From my memory, from what I can remember, these rivals, right? Obviously, it's it's in the name of the very first book. These rivals, I believe, are writing letters to one another via typewriter, but they do not know that it's going to one another until obviously some magic or something happens. I could be describing this totally wrong. And obviously they fall in love, right? So something along those lines. Again, I believe most people are very familiar with the Divine Rivals duology, so I'm not going to go into reading absolutely all of it, but just know I am excited to get to these. All right, so that is the first one from my Pango order, my one of two. Even though it's in a book of the month box, this is my second Pango order. So I'm going to go ahead and open this one. Got you guys, don't worry, don't worry. All right, so again, this is my second Pango order. The seller's name is Lillian. This one took just a tad bit longer, but when I did reach out to her and communicate, she had gotten sick, and so she was not able to send my order out. But as soon as, you know, she let me know it was en route, it got here relatively quickly. So I got The Maidens by Alex M. And we're just going to call him Alex M because, again, Michael Ladies. Did I say it right that time? Michael Ladies? Mike, because you have Michael. And then Ides. What was I saying? Oh, there we go. All right. So I got The Maidens by Alex M because I absolutely love Silent Patient. And I also did read The Fury, which I believe The Fury came out, I read it earlier this year, so perhaps it came out this year, I want to say. However, Silent Patient is still my #1 book for him. I did enjoy The Fury, and it took me a little longer to get through. I actually read it instead of audiobook like I did The Silent Patient. And it did not give me a 5-star feel. I did give it a 4 initially, but then when I thought about it like months later, I was like, it was honestly more so like a 3. Like, it was more so like a 3. And I don't really do 0.25, 0.5, 0.75s. I don't really do that. I give whole number star ratings. So Silent Patient was 5. Several months later, after I sat on it and digested it a bit, The Fury was really a 3 for me. And so now I'm looking forward to The Maidens. Honestly, I believe I've seen a few mixed reviews for this as well. However, as we know with stories and books, all of us are very subjective as far as our ratings and just how a story sits with us. So I want to do my due diligence and actually reading this for myself and seeing kind of like what is it about and how I really feel about it, and not be influenced by others, right? And so The Maidens, I believe, is considered dark academia. Like, y'all, let me tell y'all, when I say, if it wasn't for booktube, I would not have known about all of these freaking things in these books. And so I believe this is dark academia, but let me read it really quickly. A spellbinding tale of psychological suspense. Baby, I love me a good psychological, okay? A spellbinding tale of psychological suspense, weaving together Greek mythology, murder, and obsession. So this is taking place at Cambridge University, and it is a therapist. Her name is Mariana, I believe is how you pronounce it. Mariana is obsessed with this group of students called the Maidens. Her niece, who was murdered at the university, I believe it stated, was a part of the group, the Maidens, and so she just becomes fixated on, it just seems like, solving the murder. But for some reason, she suspects a professor, who I believe is Edward Foshka, as the murderer, right? And of course, it's one of those tales where it seems like, you know, someone kind of goes and tries to do detective work, but they end up kind of getting involved in some kind of way, and then possibly their life ends up in danger. So that is my third book from Pango order. And so my next one, now this cover is absolutely gorgeous. Look at this. I'm trying to say Jody P. Miss Jody P. Okay, A Spark of Life. And I will go ahead and, I cannot remember what this is about, obviously, off the top of my head, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and go through the synopsis. Here it goes. A warm fall day starts like any other at the center, a woman's reproductive health services. Oh, there we go. As soon as I read that, I remember what this book was about. Okay, moving forward. The warm fall day starts like any other at the center, a women's reproductive health services clinic. Its staff offering care to anyone who passes through its doors. And then in late morning, a desperate and distraught gunman bursts in and opens fire, taking all inside hostage. I'm just gonna stop there. I'm really trying to remember what mindset was I in when I decided to go for this book. However, I do remember reading the entire synopsis, and I just was like, okay, it's something new. It's something new for me, and it seems like a very beautiful story, right? So I'm just gonna go with it. Obviously, I'll probably read this more so when it starts back warming up. Granted, I live in Texas, so it's low-key still hot as hell outside. However, it's technically still fall. And this cover is very bright and pretty, and I just feel like it's one of those stories you don't read when it's supposed to be gloomy outside. I don't know. Women's reproductive rights, I feel like it's a bit of a sore topic for some, given the day I am recording this, which is November 9th. So I'm gonna hold off on this. However, I am looking forward to reading it. I've heard other books written by Miss Jody P. And of course, off the top of my head, I cannot remember what those books were, but I've heard her name before. So when I did run across this one on Pango, I read the story. I said, okay, I'm gonna go with it. And I've heard nothing but great things from what I can remember. So that is that. Going on to the last one will actually be my book of the month pick. And honestly, this one, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell y'all, like, this one is completely different from what I will typically get. It is literary fiction, I believe. So let's go ahead and open that one up. For my November book of the month pick, I chose Dirty Diana. Honey, when I read what this was about, I said yes. For one, Dirty Diana, I immediately thought about Michael Jackson's Dirty Diana. Okay? And If you're a Michael Jackson fan, you know. If you know, you know. So I immediately thought of that Dirty Diana. And so when I actually was looking at my November picks, honestly, initially, nothing grabbed my attention. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm not even gonna hold you, friend. Nothing really caught my attention. But I said, you know what? Let me get out of my comfort zone. This is my time to look into some other things that I typically would not gravitate towards. So again, this is a literary fiction, Dirty Diana by Jen Besser and Shayna Fest. I hope again, forgive me you guys, I hope I'm pronouncing your names correctly, which I'm probably not. But I will go ahead and let you guys know what this one is about. I'm going to just read the quick blurb. A provocative novel about being caught between marriage and memories of a more essential past. The first of a 3-part series based on the #1 fiction podcast. Baby, what?
Drake, yes!
So this is book 1 of 3. I didn't even know that. All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and just read the rest of this blurb. Diana Wood has a job she likes and a husband, Oliver, she loves. They have a daughter they adore. Diana and Oliver spend all their time together. They even work in the same office. They're in married love, which isn't exactly the same as love, but it's fine. Or is it? It's fine, good enough. Diana and Oliver haven't had sex in months, and their intimacy seems more like a memory than a reality. The cozy trappings of Diana's life in Dallas, Texas. But why you gotta be in Dallas, Texas like me? Anyway, back to it. The cozy trappings of Diana's life in Dallas, Texas have become ever more confining. She is restless, growing more distant from Oliver by the day. A trip to see an old friend in Santa Fe prompts Diana to remember the woman she used to be, an aspiring artist, someone devoted to creativity, spontaneity, sensuality. In her past, especially with Jasper, the dashing photographer with whom she once had an unforgettable love affair, Diana let herself fantasize. She let her body lead the way. She was wholly alive. Returning to Dallas, Diana decides to rediscover the deeply feeling woman she once was. She begins interviewing other women, painting their portraits as they speak. She encourages them to give voice to their secret desires as she captures their deepest, innermost fantasies. But is it possible for Diana to reclaim her more sensual self and maintain the marriage she committed to? What if connecting to her own desires means dissolving the safe life she so carefully cultivated? Baby, when I say I cannot wait to read this, honestly, it's not a long read. You know what? I'm trying to think, do I want to try to add this to my November? We're gonna see if I do get through my November TBR, and if you have not seen it, I will put the link to that video below in the description. So go ahead and check out the books I am planning to read for the month of November, or my TBDs. But yeah, if I can get through those, and if I feel like I'm in like a really good mood, I may try to squeeze in Dirty Diana. I'm not even gonna lie, especially since it is based in the city I was born and raised in, Dallas, Texas. So that is Dirty Diana, which is my November book of the month pick. Here we go. My first book haul. All right, so first book haul. Oh my gosh, it's mixed up, but we know that these two should be flipped. All right, so I have The Duology for Divine Rivals and Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross. I have The Maidens by Alex M. I have A Spark of Light by Miss Jody P, because I cannot say her last name. I do not want to butcher it. And then I have my book of the month November pick, Dirty Diana by Jen Besser and Shayna Fest. I really hope I'm saying those right. But you guys, these are it. This is it. These are my books for this month's book haul, and I'm excited. I am excited. So excited. So if you guys have made it this far, thank you so much. And honestly, what I want you guys to leave below is, what are you currently reading right now? My actual current read, and again, if you watch my November TBR, you would not be surprised by this book. But this is my current read. I'm currently reading Ace of Spades by Farida. I learned how to pronounce her last name, but I'm not going to practice it on camera. But currently reading Ace of Spades. I am much further along because I'm actually listening to it on audio and I forgot to update it. I know I am on part 2. But yeah, I'm currently reading Ace of Spades, and I will just make sure to share with you guys what I am thinking about it when I post my review and, you know, wrap up for the month of November. But this is what I'm currently reading, Ace of Spades. So yes, you guys go ahead and let me know down below in the comments what you are reading for the month of November so far. Also, let me know if you guys have read any of these books that I did in today's haul and your thoughts about them. And I want to say that's it, friends. I'm going to say that it's it, my beautiful friends. If you've stayed this far, again, you guys, please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for those of you who return to my channel, watch my videos, like and comment. I truly, really do appreciate it. Like I said in my previous one, I'm really having fun with this. My husband actually laughs at me because he says I have like this shimmer or glow or something in my eyes when I talk about this channel now, which I think is really, really weird and it's funny to hear. But again, enjoying it. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to this book haul, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye. That's not safe. Right. Where am I? I'm at 20 minutes. I'm gonna edit all this out.